Hi, I'm Oliver Wheeldon from the Customer Enablement Practice at SES Networks. We're one of the, in fact we are the only CE Carrier Ethernet MEF certified satellite provider in the world today, and that's mostly because we have a unique proposition in our medium Earth orbit satellite constellation. Unlike geostationary satellite constellations up at 36,000 feet, 36,000 kilometers, we're down at about 8,000 kilometers, which gives us a step ahead in the game in terms of latency. It gives us fiber-like latency, and what I want to talk about today is a case study where we've deployed these mobile suitcase, if you like, carrier ball terminals. This is a satellite terminal which looks up into the skies and tracks our medium Earth orbit satellites, which are not geostationary, so they don't stay in one place. They're actually orbiting about 4 times a day. So we have 2 of these terminals picking up the satellites as they come over the horizon and rise, as we say, and then picking up the next one before the one that this one's tracking sets. And that enables us to do high throughput multi-gigabit satellite connectivity, bidirectional, and deliver Ethernet, carrier Ethernet grade services to a number of different providers and customers. We provide services to mobile operators around the world in typically regions that don't have very good subsea or fiber connectivity. That might be landlocked sub-Saharan Africa, it might be Pacific Islands, it might be Amazon. Particularly here on the booth today, we're using a case study. We've done about 3 instances of this in terms of rolling these terminals out and laying down a beam over a disaster-stricken area to deliver emergency bandwidth for disaster relief. So particularly we've done disaster relief efforts for bandwidth provision in Peru for the flooding, which was last year, and also last year with Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico, which pretty much wiped out the whole of the cellular network on the ground in Puerto Rico. So AT&T's customers were not able to connect. We were approached by Loon, which was a Google initiative, who are involved in putting very, very large balloons into the stratosphere to beam down 4G LTE connectivity, in this case for AT&T customers. But what they were lacking, because of all the infrastructure and the fiber infrastructure in Puerto Rico being down, they're lacking the onward connectivity to the internet and the rest of their cellular network. So we were able to bring in a pair of these terminals into Puerto Rico and connect to Loon, and Loon was able to beam down 4G internet connectivity for people on the ground and humanitarian relief workers to have connectivity whilst they were trying to help clear up the disaster in Puerto Rico. And again, very topical for this event here, MEF in the States this year in LA. Hurricane Michael's just hit a few months ago in Florida, and we have these devices right now deployed in Mexico Beach area and other areas in Florida, doing exactly that with medium Earth orbit gigabit bandwidth being beamed down, and we're helping the humanitarian bandwidth effort so that they can do assessments of the damage for the local authorities and the national emergency services, and they're also able to then take drone footage and take it back more or less real time to the authorities in other parts of the US. This is really helping the authorities clear up the mess that's being caused by the hurricane, and hopefully speed up the recovery and deliver service restoration to the population.